Hey guys, how's it going? It's Carolyn here from Never Perfect Resin. I have to say that I'm usually not the biggest fan of decorating my house for Easter and that kind of thing. I go all out for Halloween, Christmas. I don't know why I don't go all out for Easter because I always end up regretting it. I love Easter colors. I love the decorations, all that stuff. Look at this mold. I am going to create a garland for my fireplace. Let's see how it goes. Let's get into it today. I decided to keep it real with an original, never perfect resin jingle. So first off, I have to say, how cute is this mold? I love it so much. I like that there's variation in the shapes of the eggs, and some are super Eastery and then others just have like cute patterns on them, which basically in my eyes makes the mold more versatile. So super cool with that. Now, it's one of those molds where it's got like the indentations in it, and it's relief. It's a relief mold. They're a relief. So my thinking is that I want to just do a very simple alcohol ink drop into these guys. That's what I'm going to do. And then basically at the end of that, I want to see how they come out. Maybe I'm going to give them a white background. I'm not even sure yet, to be honest. All I know is I want to see some fun-timey pastels in there. And I've kind of been craving to do an alcohol ink drop anyhow, so this is where we're going to end up doing it. So you're pretty much just seeing me here filling up the molds almost to the top. I am leaving room for the fact that I am going to be dropping alcohol inks into this situation. And also, don't we love how much I say that? I always say this situation. Why do I do that? It's definitely like a Carolyn thing, I guess. Anyhow, so yeah, took my little heat gun, getting those air bubbles out, and all of that stuff. I'm going to fiddle around with it a little bit, make sure any fuzzies or kitty cat hairs or anything is like not in there. I'm going to let this set up I'm going to let it sit for like 15 minutes before I do any dropping of alcohol inks, and then we're going to get into it. So I decided to try and keep it simple. I always say that in my head. I want to keep it simple, but then I don't. I don't end up going that route. But I'm using a pink alcohol ink, teal colored alcohol ink. I think the pink is called Flamingo. The teal is called Patina, and then a purple, which is Amethyst. So at the end of the day, I realized I think hindsight, because that's always a thing, 2020, right? Hindsight is 2020. That I would only use 2 colors per egg. I used all 3 colors per egg, which is fine. It's still beautiful, gorgeous. I love the outcome of it, but I always kind of forget the fact that depending on how you place the alcohol ink, you know, the pinks and the blues and the purple, they're going to mesh together and then sometimes create different colors, right? You're going to get more greens and you're going to get more, you know, like reds and things like that, which is not a bad thing. But if you want to keep it as pastel as possible, I guess what I'm trying to say is if I only went with 2 colors per, it might have been, you know, a little bit different, but I'm still very happy with it, how all of this came out. So yeah, just doing basic random drops here of my alcohol inks. I think the one thing that I definitely have learned from doing ink drops in the past, the longer you let your resin sit, the less chance you have of the alcohols from like pulling from the outsides and going into towards the center, right? Like, you know how resin loves to just like like suck itself into the center of whatever you're doing. So the longer you let it sit, the better. I'm still not perfect at this, I have to say. I always have an issue with like clear spots around the edges, and I have yet to tackle that. And I am using a sinker. I'm using Jacquard Blanco, just white alcohol ink. I love the Jacquard. It works really well for me when I do alcohol ink drops, so that's what I use. I will leave links down below for the mold, if I can find it and if it's still available. And I will also leave a link down below for the alcohol ink that I love to use. It does not do me wrong ever. So, but, and I know, you guys, I feel like sometimes I'm not very good at leaving links down below. I'm sorry. Sometimes I'm really bad at that. And truth be told, half the time it's because I simply can't, it's like I've had the thing for so long and I can't remember where I got it, or I literally got it at like a store and there is no link, you know, that kind of thing. But I am going to say I'm going to try and be so much better at leaving links for things for you guys. I know that's a thing, so bear with me on my linking journey. The struggle is real. I'm trying. So I'm trying. All right. So we're pretty much like at a cool spot here. Like I kind of like what everything's looking like. I need to stop myself. I need to stop and quit dropping alcohol in and just walk away and wait 24 hours until they're done. So here we are, next day. I know it's always so exciting to see how things come out. Here's the thing. I did not take into account that even though this is an embossed mold, that the foreground was shiny and the background was matte. I don't know what my head was thinking. You can obviously see it in the mold. Like, hello, shiny versus matte. For some reason, this was not registering in my head. But, okay, truth be told, for like the first 5 seconds of me demolding these, I was so disappointed because I was like, oh my gosh, I was like maybe going to use white acrylic paint to like, you know, do the impressions and that kind of thing. But now that I'm looking at, like, it really took me looking at them through the lens of the camera and that kind of thing. I actually love it. I love it. And like I was saying at the beginning of the video, the cool thing about this mold is there are so many different types of egg decorations here. So some of them, you can see the alcohol ink so clearly and so wonderfully, and it just is coming through so well. And then in others, you're seeing more of the matte. But it's kind of cool because like that first one I demolded with the Starburst, you can only see like the cool alcohol impressions in the Starbursts, which I actually think is really awesome. So I'm not going to touch these things, y'all. I'm not touching them. Not going to touch them. They are staying as they are. I love them so much. I am so happy with how they turned out. Yeah, I don't know. Again, blown away. Also, not perfect, but hence my company's name. Also, you guys, I'm super excited. I have my very first, well, no, I shouldn't say first. First for this specific art space. It's called Wander In. I'm teaching a resin class this coming weekend, which is super excited. I'm hoping to get all the details for you guys in my next video that I will definitely be obviously releasing before the weekend. And I'll let you guys know. But I mean, I don't know, if you're in the area, hey, sign up, stop by, enjoy, you know, that kind of thing. So again, thank you guys so much for watching my videos. Please do not forget to like. That's a big one. Please like my videos, and please comment, please subscribe. And again, if you saw like halfway through, I was like, how many times do I say the word like? So I think I need to have a video where whoever can count the number of times I say like and get the number right, you're going to get a prize. I think we might just have to do that because I was a theater major. I like took public speaking, all of that stuff, and I should know better. So it's kind of funny, but I can't get away from that word. Anyhow, I love you guys. Thank you so much for everything that you do in terms of art and loving art and watching art and everything in between. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.